Hello everybody, I'm Christian from Berlin and you are piano players who learn piano tutorials from books or from bad tutorials. If you play Hey Jude, it always sounds like, and so on. But when you hear a recording of a great cover version, you hear the piano player sometimes do something like this. And you want to know how that works. So today I will let you in on my process and you can take part and then maybe find some inspiration to try some stuff on your own. I'm going to do this today with you on an 80s song, Time After Time, sung by Cyndi Lauper. It's a very clean song. Many typical 80s songs are very clean songs, and it's quite hard to sort of manipulate them into the dirty direction of blues. Let's imagine this as we have on one side plain, white, clean yogurt, and on the other side we have the ingredients of another style that is living more from the dirty way of playing, like we slide notes, we play blue notes and stuff, and we have to throw in ingredients and sort of spoil this clean yogurt with first with fruit a little bit, maybe strawberry, but then also maybe with the chicken nugget. Time after time, everybody knows. I will briefly play it to bring it back to your memory, what it's all about. I have this. Which is basically the bass stays on C, and we have the D minor chord here, and the D minor chord is swapping between the C chord, D minor chord, C, D minor chord, C, D minor chord, C. And then we have this the bridge. And then we have the chorus. That's the song. Now let's get started. First of all, my recipe is always it's a famous song, you know, it's a hit song. Just like Hey Jude, and I always present the melody that everybody knows in its original beauty. Everybody knows it, so you must sort of seduce the listener from, you know, first you have the yogurt, that's the plain song, and then sort of manipulate his ears and lead them into the direction of playing with the bluesy elements. So first play the clean, untarnished melody, like blah blah blah. Then we have the second verse, and before I do that, I want to differentiate a little bit our pot of blues ingredients here. We have the real, like typical blues sounds, like the minor blues scale, then the major blues scale. They are very often used, almost always, in a mix. They're just two different sounds, and they're mixed just like we mix now two sounds. And we have licks. Licks are typically known figures of play that everybody immediately associates with blues. Like, I know that, I want that, that's the sound. That we call licks. So really cliche figures that some great people have played and others have copied, and they become sort of a typical voice of that style. Like, for example, or like, or so these are just brief examples, and then we have the way blues is played, like the idiom. The for example, in blues we always slide notes. Like, this is just imitating the human voice that in blues is very often bending. So these are really just ways of playing. And Cyndi Lauper is not using any of that. 80s singers, like typical 80s singers, don't use blue notes. A singer told me that. I found that very revealing. And so that's also different if we just slide notes. Those are two different things, and very often we can use the slide, the way of playing, these bent notes. We cannot really bend notes in piano, but the voice can, and we just simulate that by playing two notes very fast after each other. A harp can do that, a saxophone can do that. We can't. We have to help with this. We have to cheat a little bit. Okay, that was the introduction. Now, when we play the second verse, we should start looking out for possibilities. For example, if we have just a chord, the first thing you should consider is, can we slide anything here? You know, like, so possible ways are sliding the third or the fifth. Like in blues, it's or, and we have. You see, we can. And here we're already dropping in a little piece of lettuce into the yogurt, and now, yes, we can do that. It's an onion. Maybe it's an onion, a small sweet onion, because the strawberries we put in any way that doesn't stick out. Strawberries fit to yogurt, and the whole thing is already quite sugary. It's a sugary yogurt, so there's already sugar or NutraSweet or aspartame in the yogurt, and we just have to get to find the chicken neck nugget. We have to make this person eat yogurt with strawberry and chicken nuggets. And what else do you have? Maybe some roast pork or fish or kangaroo meat. That's nice. Let's make them eat kangaroo meat with strawberry yogurt. So we have this. So these are quite easy to find. Try that yourself with a couple of melodies. Use the slide. We still have the melody quite clear. We don't destroy it yet. And we have, after these little melody pieces, we have a little break. Like the singer is breathing. Da, da, dum. And in this time, when Cyndi is going for the next line, we can play something. And this is called a fill. We can fill in a chicken nugget. Like, yes, that could be. It's a harmless variation. We play, just add the C chord here, and we add another slide. And already, yes, it's a little bit different than what we had in the beginning. So we can also maybe think a little upbeat here. I'm rushing a little bit because it's not really, as I said, tutorial. It's really you pick up some things, and because you have to get through the whole song. If you pick up something, then remember it, sliding, and try with your own song. Now we do. We have this the first verses we have. We played. And we play this. So found something nice already to sort of loosen up the melody, loosen up the listener, and that he says, okay, I'm ready for some sleazy stuff. Bridge. Here I would directly go without question. Now that we're already in the kingdom of sliding, slide all the chords. It's F. We just slide the third, and on G, E minor, F, is G7. And here, Cindy is also breathing. Dum, bam, bam, bam. Singer has to breathe. You can hear her on the recording doing just that. And not, of course, as deep as I can breathe. So, we have this breathing time again, and we use that to fill in maybe with something more. Or whatever. To let you in again on the process. When I do this, I play very often. You hear me play. If you would live next door to me, you would get a stroke from it, or something similar, because I would just always play. And to see, does it match? Does it match? Does it stick out? Is it too much? Is it too little? And then I would then how was it? Now, how was it in total? Together with this, with the verse. So that's what I do a lot. Listen to the context of it all. That it becomes a homogeneous sculpture. That is not like the eyes there and the knee there. It's harmonious. So here we found it. There's some beautiful stuff happening here. E minor, breathing. And I found out here, when E minor, that we can use the E minor blues scale all of a sudden. Sometimes, very often, it's just we stick to the original key, C, and use that blues material. But very often I try, and then, suddenly on this E minor, that's why I'm telling you there's no recipe. Suddenly, it's beautiful with E minor blues material. So let's have a look again. And the first time around, I would probably just do a little dot. A little drop of garlic. Like this, something like this. It's still a very tender, we're still not in orchestra mode, like. And probably enough. Probably just enough. Have to taste the soup. Yep, it's okay. You might eat that. And then. And now comes the chorus. Now we have to decide, do we want something like a hymn, like We Are the Champions, with full on like a... Or do we stay fragile and tasteful? It's a decision. Mine might not be yours. I decided I don't want here the full-blown orchestra mode like... I want to stay like... Just my taste. So, and here you saw, I already on the G, I slid this fifth again. F, G7. Also here I would decide to keep the melody intact. We hear it the first time and it's gotta be yes, a whole, intact, undemolished, like... Again, I would just use the breathing spaces after the phrasing. Da da dum da da dum da da dum 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 bam ba da ba. Did you hear that? Yep. Instant find. Instant find. Sometimes I don't know, I have my doubts, and then I push it all away in the rubbish, and this is good. This is good. I would check that. F, G, C. You remember when I told you about our inventory on the right side? The pot of greasy barbecue stuff from the blues. I showed you it's a blues lick. It's a small but very classical blues figure. And it's just perfect here. No worries, no doubts. It's a great moment if you don't have doubts. And we are right on the spot with the G melody again. I can now repeat it. I want more from life. I want more from life. I don't repeat. Yeah, why not just a simple C with a blues third? For now, that's okay. And I even like it. I like it. Again, what I told you. So I would prepare like 3 fills for this. So we have, and then, and for the last time, okay. Yes, why not this one? We have the, in my blues piano lessons, I call this the magic triangle. Why is it magic? Because it's from me. No, it's magic because we can do such a long, so many things with it. Like in blues, it's... So, and it's very nice, very often also to bluesify pop songs. Now, then we have Yes, yes. It's nice. Why not up? Bam, 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 bam. It's not as nice. Why? Because the melody is pointing this direction. But the melody is going here. So it feels more natural if it's like. Don't you? What does your ear tell you? Am I talking BS or can you follow me? Like bam 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 bam. Another option, we can do this, or we can do nice. It's also good. Comes into my closer circle of favorites. Nice little minced roast pork, and maybe this. It's eel, jellied eel, which the British love so much. Imagine jellied eel with strawberries and yogurt. Ah! Okay. But then that's not the worst thing I've seen in the English kitchen. Okay. Now I love England. Just to clarify that. I live in London and I love anything British except Ellie in Jill. Eel and jelly. Okay, so we have now, I would now try to remember those and then go to the next verse and apply again, like I would collect a couple of possibilities for the verse like we did in the beginning, and then I would just incrementally, with rising force and with rising intensity, play them. So when we are in the, let's say we are now in the, we just played the first chorus and now we are back into the verse top. Then we could try something else. Like so we played this and we played this and the first. Maybe try something even now, lead the listener in the who is the yogurt to accept more thing. And but this piece I found is not that easy. Beatles songs are great for that. I don't know why that is, it just is. Beatles songs are great for bluesification, and this is it's a very fickle creature, this song. So now, what do you think about this one? Where we really play the full-on minor third here. Well, this is too much fish. And it's rotten fish, probably. I know that in some Asian cultures, rotten fish is something delicious, but it ain't in Berlin. So, I don't like it that much. I don't like it. I can't help it. So I would, and what about this one? It's right in the middle somewhere. I would have to listen to it again tomorrow and see if my taste today was okay. So we could probably do another fill to be on the safe side. You know, in the beginning we did, so why not, This could be fine. So I'm playing the major third and then go over the minor third. So sort of I dilute it. I add water to the minor third. I add tap water to make it less spicy. And then it's fine. Or like this. Yes. Now if I dilute this strong thing here with a little bit of water, it sort of becomes interesting taste. Then we have this, let's go straight to the next bridge. Second time, we do this 2 times around. We are again with the E minor. And here before we did something very subtle. And why not here play something more like nice. I like it. I like it. Here we play this one. So we have this E minor thing again, and we try a little bit on E minor with the D as the drone. A drone we call a note that is resounding with every note we play below the drone, like good. Would keep that in mind. Would keep that in mind. It's now acceptable for the white yogurt. It already has spices in it, so we can put in this beef jerky. Or basically, also nice. Very nice, very nice. Bam, bam. I play these. It's not a lick, it's just my own genius who found that. And then play. I will probably end up with that. And now we have this chorus again. Here, it was so good before, here I would repeat it. It's far enough away from the first time, so it doesn't feel like we don't have any other ideas. And it's sort of a reoccurring, repeating motive. We know that. We know that. And that's just fine for a chorus to play something you know, because that's what a chorus is called, refrain, something you did before. So. Before we had this, okay, yes, and now we play this also again, this magic triangle. Nice, and then good, but you know, one of the mainstream recipes is chorus twice in the end. The chorus comes twice, and the strings come. In the last chorus, one step higher, and the strings, and so everybody is in tears. We don't do the strings. I have strings here, but. Forget it, Christian. Okay. Last chorus we could add something more even. You all know the melody by now. Your heart, your ears are reconciled. You realize, I know this hit, and he played the melody. Last chorus we could why not? Now we can be a bit more hefty. Now comes the garlic. Now comes the garlic together with the blueberries. And here I play clearly. This is clearly a blues element. But we play it in time after time, and I'm gonna make it special. And I would try to collect. Yes, I would also challenge your technical abilities with this one. Octave. It sounds great. It sounds meaty and it sounds emotional. And octave now. It's octave time. Hard to play for many. Not if you practice, but you don't practice, I guess. And very funny, because this is now again our C minor slide here. But it sounds great. And I will just play around. Keep that in mind. So we'll just jam. Too much. Too much, too much. This is something we cannot eat. Wood. This is just a piece of wood. Okay, but this one. Piece of wood. Also, here we go. I would just collect and then I would just mix it and sort of disperse it, and then I would taste and I think, this is nice for my students. Can they play it? I would have to double check that I not play it. They can play it, so there's no use. Why? Because it's a tutorial. That's it from me. I wish you all the best from Berlin. Take care and have a nice evening. I hope you liked my video and that you learned something. Now you can subscribe. Just press this subscribe button or click on another of my videos on this side. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.